Imagine one day waking up and realizing that the world has been transformed and you're at the same place where you've always been. It's a form of awakening. The only thing that's standing in your way is your mindset of complacency. Today we're going to talk about settling and to break those mental chains that will unleash your true potential, and for you to be more cognizant of what you want to be, do, and have. The word is complacency, and it's kind of described of in limbo. And you're just going and you're meeting the just routine day in, day out. Nothing's changed. There is nothing significant. And that happens when we are stuck in a stuck mode where we don't know where our dreams and ambition lies. And we have not executed what we want out of life. The things we're going to talk about is various strategies that would help us to figure out and put us back on track what's very significant to us. The first thing I want to talk about is reflection. Reflection deals with journaling. You should have a little book. Get up in the morning or before you go to bed. Write down what happened during the day. How would you change what happened if it was such a negative day, or you think it's a negative day, but you're going to write down what happened. And sometimes when you look back in hindsight, these things are building, character building experiences during the day. Sometimes it's so horrific that you don't see it. And sometimes it will take a while, even a year or so, if you don't have anyone to carry you along the journey or help you to dissect what just happened to you. You're going to talk about your feelings. And again, it's a play on how would you do it differently. And it actually will help you to, if it's a lot of pain involved during that time, it help you to alleviate some of that pain. Another thing I want to talk about is you're going to also assess the situation that happened. So again, that deals with self-reflection. Something else you need to do is to set clear goals. I don't want to number them, but it's just setting clear goals on where you going, what you want to be, do, and to have. I keep repeating that because sometimes you need to be as simple as understanding and breaking it down in 1, 2, 3 on how you're going to achieve these goals. What you want to do is you want to talk about SMART goals. And SMART goals are specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bounded goals. And these are the things that help you to stay on task of what you want, because now you're broken down into segments. And that will help you to give you and help you manage the challenges of what you want. Another thing is a vision board. What a vision board is actually, it's dreaming, but it's in a different dimension of where you are, what you want. You want this particular house, you want it this way, I want the room set up this way, and you find these in magazines, trade books. What do you want? You want it in Town and Garden. You go into these books and it helps you to stay focused. And with the vision board, you must change it often, because guess what? Your experience is going to change. As you go on, you're going up goals, things are going to change. I don't want that red pot on my stove anymore in that picture. Maybe I want a pot holder. I want a pot filler. I want this, a certain cabinetry. And the thing is, it helps you. Or I want to be in this country. I don't want to go to Tahiti any longer. I want to go maybe Bora. These are the things that helps you to stay on point. Hey, I want to be a lean machine. Find a picture that's something you put your face on it. If you're Photoshop and you know how to do those things, then you bring it to life and it will happen. Another thing is to embrace continuous learning, including self-development and reading. Internet is here. There's a lot of courses online. Stanford, Harvard have certain free classes online now to something to look into. And some are free and some are just a few dollars, maybe $150 or something like that. And you could take these courses and help maybe understand what's going on around you, dealing with the judicial court, the legislative, what are democracy and these channels and how things are keep in check and aligned. And then the thing is, you learn how the Senate works. And the thing is, you understand a little better how a bill is made. It's as simple as that. But the thing is, it's something to go back into, especially now we're dealing with all these changes to the Constitution. And then you have an idea of what they're talking about in the amendments and so on like that. But again, that's to keep you in breath with what's going on. And the thing is, your mind is going to thank you because now you have changed. You're bringing in new information. You're not the same. That's the whole point. You do not stay the same. And then there's the internet, what I'm doing right now, the YouTube. There's so much podcasts that are now available. And you have to determine what is significant to you. You don't have to chase every silver bullet or every little thing, shiny object, because it's not everything in your favor. And everybody have a freaking secret. Oh, I got a secret. Oh, I got this. Snake oil stuff again coming out with all kind of things, and you have to know it's enough and what's important to you. That's why I'm doing this. I might not have 1 million followers yet, but the thing, this is very valuable information, and sometimes people need to hear that. It might not affect you right away, but somewhere down the line you're gonna say, I remember what this lady was talking about. It's called change. If you like what you're hearing, I need you to press the button, share, and also make a comment. And I want you to also become a member. I have a goal, and my goal is to reach over 1 million women all over the world. This little nugget, that's all I'm doing is dropping little nuggets because that's my goal, to educate women. Empower Her is here. And Empower Her is you. It's me. It's your daughter. It's your niece. Let's go on to the video. So the next aspect I want to talk is having a supportive network, a mentor. With this mentor, this person helps you to seek things out. A person, he or she will give you the guidance that you need. Even if it's a dear friend that help you to meet those challenges along the way. Because we need checks and balances, just like President Trump. You need that checks and balance to keep you informed. And sometimes you go overboard and you're out of a certain boundaries, and sometimes something needs to reel you back in, or something says go further. But that's where the guidance come in. I want to ask a question. When was the last time you stepped out of your comfort zone? Think about it. Complacency is like quicksand. You'll just sit there and just slowly dissolve into nothingness without you even realizing, because time has accelerated and we have to move with time. We're only given so much time on this planet. And you must have a goal. You are here for a purpose. We're here at this time, in this century, for a reason. We're here as witnesses. We're here to help each other. There's gifts and talent and abilities within us. You have to know where's your niche. What are you doing on this planet at this time? Where am I supposed to be at this time? And the name of the game is always to help someone. It's either to bring a family member, promote the young ones, help each other. But the thing is, we're here for a service. You're not just here to just sit there as a lump. That's why I talked about you're sitting there like a lump, quicksand, and you do not know your purpose. Sometimes with meditation, that's what helps you to bring forth who you are and what you're designed for. The next step of complacency to deal with is, again, to step outside your comfort zone. Once you step outside your comfort zone, you're changing your routine. You're challenging yourself. Just like going home. You're driving home. You're so used to going down Route 49. Find 66. Find 25. Interstate 10. The thing is, it would help your mindset develop. Hey, you might see something that you were supposed to see, or help to remind you of something you need to do. And then again, we're talking about changing routine, like public speaking, networking, and joining other groups, joining clubs. If you're at a certain age and you're a senior, go out and intermingle. Go dancing, go swimming, go dining. That's what life is about. Not just settling, watching the same TV show every day at 7:30, watching Jeopardy, watching whatever, a documentary. Oh, watch Dancing for the Stars, whatever. But the thing is, you change your routine, and that will help to stimulate the dopamine in your body when you change what you do. If you're used to using right hand, use your left hand. But the thing is, you're changing. Your body changes every 7 years. The cell changes every second. It rejuvenates itself. So guess what? Your mind have to go along with it. We're talking about now creating a plan of action. Once you create a plan of action, they're called actionable steps, small goals, and realistic time frame. So don't just jump and say, hey, I'm going to do this, and don't put a time frame on it, because guess what? You'll never achieve it. And then what comes in is procrastination, because you didn't fine tune it. Procrastination is a mental thing. Sometimes it's so difficult. The mind couldn't fathom, how am I going to do this? Because it's so grand. But when it's grand, you have to break it down into smaller steps. Then establish smaller wins, and you celebrate your smaller wins. When I was in college, what I would do is when I complete semester or grade or whatever, and I celebrated, I would do is get my nails done. I would go to dinner. I would go to tea. I love Japanese food. I love Asian food. I would go to Korean restaurants. That would be something that I love. And then I used to sit down and take time, lament on the day. And that will help you along the way and help you to say, hey, maybe I want to go to Korea. Maybe I want to go to the Philippines. Maybe I want to go to Tahiti. It would take you further because you're now daring to dream. Another thing is that I always recommend is mindfulness. In the morning, set that time aside. Even you have to get up a half an hour earlier. That's your time. Before you check the emails, before you do anything, turn off the alarm clock or whatever, and you just spend a few minutes, and then you could build on it. And that helps you to reflect on where you are in your timeline of your life. Because time is speeding up. And 1 minute, you're young, you're youthful, you're in your spring. Next minute, you're going through your summers, and then winter, you're starting to reach the old age, and it just drops on you like this. You wake up and go, oh, that's something new. Ladies, you know what we're talking about. You know how things has changed. Because we're so much into this routine that we don't have time to focus on me. That's what the meditation does. Stop to make time for you in the now. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, where I am right now. And again, affirmations. We're talking about positive affirmations to help you to achieve who you are and peace of mind. You get up in the morning, oh my God, the tariff, this and that. We're not going to have no food. Make sure we got batteries. And from soup to nuts, you're drained. But the thing has a time and place, and you have to determine enough now. Guess what? It's still ticking and nothing will change except you. Another thing is to stay informed and adapt to change. In the past few months, I've been doing things on finance because we're going through what is called, this country is going through this globe, Earth is going through what we call a paradigm shift. And if you could see for yourself with one person, because of his mindset, not in the best interest of anybody else but their own self-gratification, has thrown the earth off. But the thing is, we have to stay fast, believe in what we want. You don't fall into that. But the thing is for us to now go with this shift is of change. That means complacency, and that's where I decided to do this, because a lot of people are still staying still and think things are going to go the same way. And if you're not ready and preparing your children for what's to come, you're going to be left behind. Just like that movie, there's an old movie called Left Behind. So you could take that analogy and start preparation for not only for your longevity, because you don't know how long you're on this planet. And you also, I'm going to, a sidebar, you're going to have to, if you have properties, you're going to have to set up trust for your family. And you don't want to leave them with debt. You want to leave them wealth. All of this is now in preparation and a part of reflected. So that's why you need people in your life for checks and balances to help to give you the feedback. Because I'm telling you, time is moving so fast. And I want you to be a part of this family because we're here. Empower her. The science of her is here. There's nothing happened for a reason. And it all started with menopause and how horrific it was during that time. And still going through menopause, but I have improved because I have changed my diet. I have changed the things I do in order to alleviate some of that. Again, time go on, I'm going to have Zoom meetings. So I just want to build our base. See, a lot of stuff is happening now and people saying they want to build channel to 5 million, blah, blah. It's a fabulous goal. I want to get to 1 million women online. That's my goal. I want to be internationally known because we all go through the same thing and we all want the same thing. We might be in different locations, but we all want the same thing. And if we have children, we want the best for our children. That's, again, coming out of being complacent, setting realistic goals for where you are and moving forward with them. Because guess what? Once you make a decision, the decision's a yes. That's when things will happen. Thank you again, and I'm going for 1 million. That's my goal. And thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoy what was said, and I hope you take actionable steps to live your dream. Thank you so much. Until we meet again, and go back and look at those other channels on finances. I know there's something out there for you. I know it is, and you'll find it. Thank you again.